everybody, thank you for joining us on the family webinar today. You are in for a treat because we've got the lovely Jade and Natalia, and also not forgetting Megan. I'm going to let the ladies introduce themselves. So Jade, if you can just tell us who you are, where you're from and what your prize is today, please.
Yeah, so hello everybody, thank you for joining us today. My name is Jade and I work with AMG, who represent Playa Hotels and Resorts in the UK and Ireland. And our prize today is a £50, euros or $60 prize, depending on where you are in the world, paid via Playa Rewards or Agent Cash Plus if you're US.
Brilliant, thank you very much, Jade. And we've also got Natalia and Megan. Hello, ladies.
Hi, good morning, everyone. Thanks for joining us today. I'm Natalia, and I am based in Miami. However, my second home is St. Lucia, and we represent the beautiful Coconut Bay Beach Resort and Spa and Serenity at Coconut Bay. But today we're going to be focused on Coconut Bay. And today with me from our UK team is Megan.
Hey guys. As Natalia said, I'm based in the UK. I'm actually in Sussex, but I travel all over. I'll be out on the road this year, Manchester, Glasgow, luckily in July, so I won't freeze. But yeah, I'm based in the UK office. So any phone numbers you see on my booking rewards for the UK, you'll be calling through to me for any questions you've got.
Brilliant, thank you very much. Okay, so just as a reminder, every single person on the webinar gets a prize draw entry. Those that answer the questions correctly, so that's your cue to listen very carefully. You get 10 entries into the spin to win. So I'm going to hand over to Jade. She's taking us to Hilton All-Inclusive Resorts. Jade, over to you.
Thank you very much. I'll just share my screen. And it actually worked first time. That's good. Okay, let me minimize that. So hello again, everybody. My name is Jade, as I mentioned. So I look after anything agent related in the UK and Ireland. So any questions, please get in touch. I will always do a follow-up at the end for those agents in the US and Canada. I do have the details for your BDMs as well. So I will include that in the follow-up so that you know who to contact. But my details are all here for the UK agents, so please make note of them. We're going to cover the training today and go through some Q&As, but if you ever need anything else, then please do just pick up the phone to me or send an email. I'm here to help. So Playa Hotels and Resorts, there's many of them. They're all inclusive, but not all the same. So just to give you a really quick brief overview, even though we're focusing on the Hilton brand today, Playa have 25 hotels in their collection and we continue to grow. We offer 13 hotels in Mexico, 7 in Dominican and 5 in Jamaica. And under Playa, we have 7 unique brands. So you can see them there, and I hope that most of you are familiar with them. And we will be focusing on the Hilton All-Inclusive brand today. So firstly, just why Playa? So looking at the umbrella company of Playa, what makes it different and why is it unique? So even though we have 7 different brands in 3 different locations, the consistency and the service that offered remains exactly the same across all 25 properties. So we offer unlimited gourmet a la carte dining, and no wristbands are required at any of our resorts or dining reservations. We offer endless drinks, including top shelf spirits. So even in our 4-star properties, you'll find some of those top shelf spirits as well as part of the all-inclusive. 24-hour room service, kids clubs ages 4 to 12 and a teen zone ages 13 to 17, heartfelt service and free Wi-Fi throughout the resorts as well. So just touching on the Hilton brand today. So Hilton All-Inclusive, not to get confused with a Hilton London Tower Bridge or a Hilton Texas, for example. The actual brand name is Hilton All-Inclusive, and you will only find that with our resorts in Mexico, Jamaica and the Dominican Republic. So we have 5 different properties under Hilton All-Inclusive, and I'm going to focus on just 4 of those today for you. Sorry, 3 of them today, because 3 of them. So starting with Hilton La Romana. So this property is located in the Dominican Republic, and those of you that were selling Dreams La Romana previously may be familiar with it. So in 2018, Playa took over this property. We closed it for a short while, did some renovations, turned it into kind of that Playa consistency in terms of what we offer in our Hilton All-Inclusives. And we built a water park as well. So when we took this property over, we realised that there wasn't a hotel in this Bahia area that had a water park. So we built one here just at the back, which is a great KSP for families. So when we took this over, we decided to turn it into 2 properties. So what you see here circled in yellow is the adult only side of Hilton La Romana. And here circled in the blue is the family section. So this is really good. So you've got the 2 hotels directly next door. And any guest that's over the age of 18 in the family side can come over to the adult side and use all of the facilities. So that opens up another 5 restaurants, 2 pools and bars for guests to enjoy. And of course, any adults that are staying on the adult only side have full access over to the family section. So just a couple of points on this. I mentioned as some of the prior KSPs in the beginning that we don't have any wristbands at our resorts. So a question that agents always ask is, how do people get across and how do people know that you're old enough if you're on the family side trying to come to the adult section? It's all controlled by this midway point. There's kind of a checkpoint, and the security team member has the rooming list and he knows by your room number if there are children that are allocated into that room. And sadly, if they're 17 and a half, they won't be allowed across. If they're 18 in 2 days before they leave, then again, sadly, they can't come across. It's a true adult only experience on the adult side, and all guests will have to be 18 or older. So just good to note. So just a couple of KSPs on the family side. So as I mentioned, it's in the Bahia area of La Romana, which is about 45 minutes from Punta Cana International Airport. There are 418 rooms on this side, 6 restaurants and 8 bars and lounges. We have the water park on this side, but of course adults, actually there's a lot of adults always in the water park, of course, have full access to this water park, and it's all included as part of the all-inclusive as well. We offer a kids club ages 4 to 12 and a teen zone ages 13 to 17. So that's really great. We're catering for children from age 4 all the way up to age 17. And we do offer babysitting services at this resort as well. So for those children under the age of 4, it is an additional cost, but babysitting services are also offered. So here's just a little look at the reception and the lobby area and our coffee shop. So very, very different from what it was when it was Dreams. It's really nice to be welcomed into such a bright, colourful lobby area where you do your check-in. So just to touch on some of the restaurants, the Spice Market is our buffet restaurant on the family side. So this serves breakfast, lunch and dinner. And there are themed nights that take place throughout the week as well. So even though it's a buffet, it might be that one night it's a Mexican night and the next night it could be an Italian night. So for guests that are staying for a week or two and like the buffet option, there's some nice themed evenings for them to enjoy. We have 4 speciality restaurants, and they are Peruvian, French, Italian, and the Grill, which serves kind of your seafood cuisine. So again, it's a lot of options for clients. And of course, those adults staying on the adult side can come over and use all of these restaurants as well. So this is your lead-in room on the family side. It's a really good lead-in room, really bright, really spacious, very modern amenities as well. The rooms do come in a double bed configuration as well, actually on both sides, but more so on the family side to cater for families. And there is a sofa bed here as well that comes out to allow for an extra child. And just some images of the water park. So there are 4 big slides, and then there's a smaller splash area with some smaller water slides for the younger children. And I'm just going to show you a short video on the water park and some of the entertainment that we have at this resort. So moving on to the adult only side. So obviously it's the same location, 45 minutes from Punta Cana International Airport. There are 356 rooms on this side. And just to go back a slide, something that I personally love about this property is how low rise the buildings are. It's not a big story of buildings that get in the way of that glorious Caribbean sunshine. So you get the sun all day long. And when it's too hot, you get the nice sea breeze as well. So it's a really nice setting with the low rise buildings. And that is the same on both sides as well. So there are 8 restaurants on this side of the property. Obviously, the water park is accessible to adults as well, and they have the full access as long as you're 18 or older. Sorry, I'm getting my words twisted now. Adults have full access over to the family side. So this is what the adult only lobby looks like. Very nice, very bright and modern, and a lot of entertainment happens here. So in the evenings, there'll be live bands, there'll be lots going on. It has a really good vibe of an evening. And this is your reception and concierge area and the coffee shop on the adult side. So our buffet restaurant, this is what it looks like on the adult side. So again, the buffet restaurant will serve breakfast, lunch and dinner. And then our speciality restaurants on the adult side are the Pan Asians, Caribbean, seafood and Mediterranean. I'm not touching too much on the club level rooms today, but if anybody wants information, please let me know on the benefits. But you get anybody that's upgrading to one of the club rooms will get the typical private check-in area, additional amenities, private pools that they have access to. And also it means that some of these a la carte restaurants will be on a rotation for guests to enjoy an a la carte breakfast. So anybody in a club room doesn't have just the buffet option to choose from. They will have 2 restaurants on rotation to enjoy an a la carte breakfast and lunch as well. So this is your lead-in room on the adult side. Again, obviously the bedding can come in a double configuration. And I'll just show you a short video on the adult side now. And just to mention before I move on to the next Hilton, that the non-motorised water sports are included on both sides of the property as part of the all-inclusive. And the beach and the water is so calm at this property that it acts as an extra swimming pool for us. So on the adult side, the water aerobics and the water bikes we actually do in the ocean because it's such calm waters. We just use it as an extra swimming pool. So again, on the family side, it's really great for younger children. It's really calm waters. So taking you on to Jamaica now, to Hilton Rose Hall. This is such a lovely property, only 15 minutes from Montego Bay International Airport. It's got such lovely scenery around it. One way you look and you've got mountains and the next you've got the Caribbean Sea, and it's located on the legendary 18th century Rose Hall estate. So this is nice because it's private beaches and it's a really lovely location. Again, all-inclusive because the brand is Hilton All-Inclusive. There are 495 rooms at this property, 24-hour room and concierge service, a kids club and a teen zone, the famous Sugar Mills Water Park, and we offer 6 restaurants and 6 bars and lounges. So some recent updates were made to the Hilton property back in October now. We've updated 180 guest rooms so far with the shower areas in the rooms, which I'll show you a few photos of in a moment. The lifts all had a major update and the pools and cabana furniture is all brand new as well. We also made some updates to our fresh restaurant, which is our buffet, the Jerk Hut by the beach. Our coffee shop has been completely transformed, which I'll show you as well. And we have a new restaurant called the Rum Factory. So just to show you some of those updates, it's absolutely amazing what a renovation can do. So top left, the fresh restaurant is our buffet restaurant at this property. And you can see now what that looks like on the right. So completely different, very much needed renovations, I would say. And the lobby area, so the bottom left, and now what it looks like on the bottom right. So it looks more Caribbean now than it ever did before, which is, you know, you should feel like that when you walk into a lobby in Jamaica for sure. So really big renovations, and the property is very consistent now with our other Hiltons. So the Luna restaurant, we've actually turned this into the Rum Factory restaurant. So Playa like to have a quirky restaurant in their properties if they can do so. So they've decided that guests can actually dine in rum barrels at this property. Why not? We're in Jamaica. It should always be about rum. So you can enjoy a lovely a la carte meal, and of course you can drink as much rum as you want. There are rum tastings and pairings that happen along with your dinner as well, and it's a really nice and unique experience. And then bottom left, that was our coffee shop before we did the renovations, very small and kind of a pop-up stand coffee shop. And now it's been transformed into this wonderful, huge space that has panoramic views of the ocean, serving every single coffee you could ever imagine, and some really lovely snacks as well. So the bathrooms have been completely renovated. So we did have these horrendous curtains that were in the showers before. They've all been removed now, and these glass panels have been put in. So just keeping that up to date and modern. So 180 of these rooms have been done, and the rest of them are due to be finished soon as well. So just touching on some of the restaurants, I mentioned the Rum Factory already, and showed you that kind of unique concept, but there's everything for guests to choose from Caribbean to seafood, and everything else in between. And we also have an Italian restaurant on, well, just off site, but as part of the property. So it's the Three Palms, and previously this was actually included as part of the all-inclusive. So it's set just off property, and there are transfers that will take you back and forth, but there is now a surcharge to dine at Three Palms, which is the Italian restaurant, and it's $10 per person. You can go as much as you want. The transportation is included in that fee, but it is owned by a third party now, which is why there's a surcharge, but it's still very small. But it's a really unique concept, really wonderfully authentic food, so I definitely recommend that. So just to show you the lead-in rooms at this property, so your mountain/resort view rooms, they come on a double bedding configuration or a king view. And one amazing tip, top tip, is that the rooms with a double bed can actually interconnect. Well, it can with the king as well, but these are lead-in rooms that can interconnect. So if you've got families, larger families, where you need to have up to 8 people in a room, you can absolutely interconnect these rooms without having to upgrade to some of the suites, which can be really, you know, costly to do for families. You can request it, and as always, it can't be guaranteed, and the resort will always do the best they can to you know, put the rooms together. But for those families that are adamant that they really want to have the rooms together, they can pay $60 a night to confirm it, and to have that peace of mind. And that's still cheaper than them upgrading to a bigger suite. Actually, no room at this property would take 8 people, to put that into perspective. But you can see the renovations that have kind of been done. The rooms are really bright, they've had fresh paint, fresh furniture and things, and they're looking really nice now. So I'm just going to show you a short video on Hilton Rose Hall. And there's just a couple of snaps from a recent fam trip that I did. I always like to include some real images, you know, of what it looks like with a phone. But we're running a lot of fam trips this year, but there's just some snaps from some of the ones that were taken last year. And just before I move on, obviously this Hilton Rose Hall is our all ages family friendly property. So just bear that in mind for couples or families. It's only 15 minutes from the airport, and it's a really good price point for an all-inclusive option in Jamaica. So moving on to Mexico, to Hilton Playa del Carmen. This is an adult only Hilton. So our Hilton that is just adults only for guests 18 and older. So this was actually the old Royal in Playa del Carmen. I always like to reference that if people wonder where these properties came about or what they were before. So this was the old Royal, but that was some time ago. So some top tips and kind of key selling features for this property. I mean, this is actually I've got 2 favourites out of all 25, and I'm allowed to have favourites because I've seen them all. And this is one of my favourites. It's just such a lovely property. As I mentioned, it's adults only, and it's in the heart of 5th Avenue. So if those of you that are not familiar with Playa del Carmen or 5th Avenue, it's a really cool, quirky strip. So by day, it's full of shops and restaurants, so you can have some nice food, do a bit of shopping, and then by night, it turns into this wonderful place full of bars and good music and street performers, and it's a really nice place. And this property, literally, you step out the front of it, you turn right and you are on 5th Avenue. So it's a great location for adults that maybe want that option to go outside of the property. They can go and have an evening out. They haven't got to take taxis, they haven't got to book transfers. It's all on their doorstep. There are 8 restaurants on property and there are 524 suites. So this property is an all-suite hotel as well. So even the lead-in rooms are super, super big suites, which I'll show you in a moment. The entertainment here is fantastic, obviously catered for adults. There's live music, bands, shows, and the sports bar that we have on property is actually open 24 hours a day. So if you decide at 5 o'clock in the morning you want to go and have a pint of beer, you can just do it. It's going to be open. So that's quite a different thing that we have at this property. So we also had some renovations done recently. I don't actually have before pictures, but just to show you what it looks like now. So our Asiana restaurant and our Mexican restaurant were updated, and the Trade Winds bar that's located by the pool area also had a refurbishment as well. So these are your lead-in rooms, and I think these are absolutely spectacular for a lead-in room. So as I mentioned, it's all suite property. This is your lead-in room. The view that you're going to get is just of the courtyard or of kind of the city sort of view. And every suite comes with these big jacuzzis. So it's just fantastic for a lead-in room. So great for honeymooners or adults that just want something a little bit special. You haven't got to upgrade to 4 categories at least to get this kind of room. And the price point, again, I kid you not, I hope you will go and look at this afterwards. The price point for this property for 5-star adult only in Mexico with rooms like this and the food, which we'll touch on, is just really brilliant. The patio area outside as well also has chairs and furniture for you to sit out and enjoy it as well. So just to touch on some of the restaurants, the food here is really, really good. So we offer, again, everything from Asian to French to Mexican local cuisine. And there are so many bars and lounges around, and there's always music going on. So you can see the picture there where it says Drunk in Love. There's music and bars, and the decor is like this throughout, which is really, really nice. And again, just to show you some kind of real images. So what you see top left and bottom left is actually, we're on 5th Avenue here. So during the daytime, we did a bit of shopping on the fam trip that I ran in December. And then bottom left, by night, it turns into this place where there's bars and clubs and good music. That was actually my room, top right. So it looks exactly as you just saw. That is the lead-in room type. And I had that lovely big jacuzzi. And yes, I did get in it, and I put too many bubbles in it. So don't do that. I put too many in. And the beach is just stunning. And the cabanas on the beach are actually free for guests to use. That's quite interesting. Actually, all of the ones located around the swimming pool, you have to pay a surcharge for those, and they start from $75 per day. But the ones along this beach area are just first come, first serve, which is a really nice touch as well. I'm just going to show you a short video. So just to touch on where you can book these resorts. So for UK agents, these are the preferred guys that we're working with. We do work with other tour ops and other bed banks, but these are the guys that we partner with on a preferred basis. So hopefully you can use some of those. And just to touch on Playa Rewards, which I kind of mentioned a little bit in the beginning, but it is our rewards program where you can earn up to £15 per booking for a Hilton, and you can earn more on some of the more luxury brands in the collection. But once you're a member, you get kept up to date with all things Playa, from fam trips to competitions to new news, which there will be some of tomorrow. So watch out for that. So please bear that in mind. There's also training on here and a resource centre which holds all of the fact sheets, the hotel images and videos. So there's so much information that lives on this platform. And of course, if you cannot find what you need, then that's exactly what I'm here for. So please get in touch with me. And I'm sure you've all seen this everywhere. It's been on social media quite a lot, but we are coming up to the end of the time where you can log your bookings now to be in with the chance to be invited to the Peak Awards in London on the 22nd of May. So we'll be selecting those agents, and the agents that do come along will have the chance to win a 7-night fam trip to the Dominican Republic in June. So that's all very exciting. And that is all from me. Thank you very much.
Super, thank you very much, Jade. Lots of information there, and hopefully lots of info for you to be able to sell these hotels. So we're now going to leave Mexico, Jamaica and Dominican, and we're hopping across to St. Lucia. Natalia.
Yes, thank you, Sarah. Thanks, Jade. Good morning, everyone. We are going to go ahead and jump right into Coconut Bay, and we are not going to talk about Serenity this morning, but let's go ahead and get started. So for those of you that are not familiar with Coconut Bay and Serenity, we are located in St. Lucia. We are just a short 3.5-hour flight from Miami. We're about a 5-hour flight from Toronto, and of course 9 hours from London. So we are in the Southeast Caribbean. It is a stunning island, and our 2 resorts are located on the south of the island of St. Lucia. So you can see here from this map, our resorts are uniquely located because we are just a short 5-minute transfer from Hiwanora. The airport code is UVF, so that means no long airport transfers for your clients. But we are also located close to all of the treasures of St. Lucia, which puts us in a really great location. But since we're talking about families today, when you have a family of 4 on a plane and they've just come off of a really long flight, what really makes a difference is that short 5-minute transfer, because they can be off the plane and in the pool, you know, in less than an hour. We're just around the corner from the airport, and you don't have to worry about the cranky little ones, which is great. So I'm going to start with this video. Gives you a little bit of an idea of the things for your clients to see and do during the course of their stay in St. Lucia. The pitons that you just saw there are our national landmark. The waterfalls and the mud baths in St. Lucia are the top attractions, and they are family friendly. Of course, the water sports on our island are stunning as well. So the unique thing about our resort is the way it's laid out. For those of you that are not familiar with Coconut Bay, we are on 85 acres and 1 mile of beach, but our unique layout is what makes us great for family reunions, great for destination weddings, because of the way we're split out. So our Harmony Wing, which you can see here on your screen, is situated to the left. And that is our adults only wing. So that might be for your honeymooners that are on a budget, or your destination wedding couples. Our splash wing, which you see on your screen to your right, is our family friendly wing. And on the splash side of the resort is the water park, the lazy river, our 50,000 square foot kids club. You can also see here many of our recent awards and accolades, but the one that we are most proud of is this year, the resort was recognized for the first time with the Good Housekeeping Travel Award as a best family-friendly vacation. And that was really exciting for us. It's not something that's done by voting, it's done by inspection. So again, we're family focused today, so we're going to start with the splash wing. Our splash wing, you can see here an aerial of the splash wing, again has the water park, the lazy river, the kids club. We have the island's only resort petting zoo. We have the island's only resort 30,000 square foot paintball course, and we have the island's only resort kite surfing facility. So we really are ideal for family travel, or for family reunion groups or celebration groups or destination weddings, because there's really something for everyone in the family to do and enjoy. So the photos you see here are of our kids club. The kids club has its its own pirate ship. It has its own splash pad, which you see on the left. The water park does have water slides and the lazy river, and there are often more adults going down the water slides and in the lazy river than there are kids, which is great. Our kids club is Coco Land. The entire splash side of the resort we branded as Coco Land because of the water park and the lazy river and the kids club. We have our very own resort mascots, Coco and Loco, which you see here. They're yellow and green coconuts, and they make appearances on resort daily. And our kids club, you want to take note of the fact that our kids club accepts babies to 12-year-olds, and we do not charge resort fees. That's really important because, several resorts in the Caribbean now are charging resort fees, and a lot of them do not accept babies. They would like toddlers that are potty trained. Our kids club does accept babies. All of our kids club staff are child care worker certified and first aid certified. We also do sign in, sign out cell phones for the parents. We've got some parents that'll drop their kids off from 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. for our entire open period. And we've got some that might only drop them off for the napping time. We do have air conditioned indoor play areas. And then we have outdoor play areas. The kids club does have its very own splash pad, which you see here, and that's on daily. So it really is a fun experience for the kids that participate. Also, our kids club gives out what we call affectionately a Coco Pack, which you see here on screen. So every child that's registered in the kids club receives a Coco Pack. There is no fee for this. It is included. It includes a backpack, a hat, a water bottle, a t-shirt, and what we call our Coco Land Scouts program. And that gives us the opportunity to educate the kids who attend the kids club, because it's not just cartoons and crayons, and it's not just babysitting. We do have them do all kinds of fun things. They will do a scavenger hunt on resort. The white square that you see on top of the backpack is our Coco Land scrapbook. Every child gets their own scrapbook to take home. So during the course of their 1 week or 2 week stay with us, the kids club staff will take pictures of them doing activities through the week, and they get to make their own scrapbook to take it home. And in addition to the kids club being open 7 days a week from 9 a.m. to 5 p.m., we have 3 different age appropriate activity schedules that is maintained throughout the course of the week. And then 5 nights per week, we have evening activities. So mom and dad can dine on their own, and the kids can have different activities, during the course of their week. It is 85 acres. It is 1 mile of beach, and there is lots to do for priceless and treasured memories. Now, we say premium all-inclusive at Coconut Bay because we are on 85 acres, and there is so much to do and see during the course of this stay. Whether they are 2 to 92, there is something for everyone. So tennis, basketball, pool and beach volleyball. There is yoga, aqua aerobics, Pilates. The entertainment team does, Caribbean dance classes. There's also rum tasting. There's family tie-dye. We have non-motorized water sports that are included as well. So snorkeling, kayaking, and stand-up paddleboarding. And then we do have our very own kite surfing facility on resort. And while our weather in St. Lucia does not change year-round, your traditional winter months is our kite surfing season. We've become really well known for kite surfing in St. Lucia, and we're one of the best spots to learn in the Caribbean. So if you've got adrenaline junkies as clients, this is a really great sport to learn, and actually girls learn easier than guys. So moving on again with the activities, there's lots to do and see during the course of the week. One of the top things that especially the families with whether they're younger children or older children love is our foam parties that takes place in the pool. We do one on the splash side of the resort each week, and we do one on the Harmony side of the resort each week. The one on the Harmony side, because that's adults only, is at night. The one on the splash side is during the day. This middle photo shows you our paintball course. That's really great, especially for families traveling with teens, because they can do the capture the flag game, which is really fun. And also our family tie-dye day, which is really great. The kids love that because they get to make their own design on their tie-dye shirts. I did mention one of the key selling points for Coconut Bay is it is really ideal for family reunion groups, destination wedding groups. We have had a lot of family reunion groups, especially last year in the post-COVID, everyone wanting to get back together again. This photo is of a group that came and stayed with us last July, and their travel agent actually traveled with them, and the agent sent us a bunch of these group images, which I like to use. So, and just so you all have for your records, a group for us is 5 rooms staying 5 nights or longer. And the perks that the group gets varies by the number of rooms that they bring, but off the bat, they do get an extra 10% off our lowest available rates, which is great. And with the destination wedding groups, if any of you have destination wedding clients, what's a really great perk is the group leader, meaning the bride and groom, get 1 free night for every 5 rooms they bring. So if a bride and groom brings 20 rooms, they get 4 free nights, which is a really great value. So that's something for you to think about. This is another real group that came and visited us last summer. And you do want to be mindful of, with different tour operators, we have different promotions. So Air Canada Vacations has an exceptional group promotion right now. It was 6 passenger free, but we actually just changed that. So I just realized I need to update that slide. But for those of you agents that are in the Canada market, be looking out for new exclusive group offers that are going to be coming through the tour operators, because we are rolling out new group specials very soon with Air Canada groups and WestJet groups. So you want to be looking out for that. Moving on, again, with those family reunion groups or destination wedding groups, we've had a lot of clients come that might be celebrating a 20th anniversary with the whole family, or a 50th birthday with the whole family. We like to show you what our event venues are, as well as for the destination weddings. So we've got poolside private dinners that can be had. We've got oceanfront private dinners that can be had as well. Switching gears here to accommodations. So our splash wing, of course, is our family-friendly wing. We do have multiple room categories in splash on 4 floors: garden view, ocean view, premium ocean view, concierge premium ocean view. We also have 2-bedroom connecting rooms that are available on request for larger families that are traveling together. And I'm going to share this new splash video. All right, so that gives you a taste of what that family experience looks like during the course of their 1 week or 2 week stay with us. Now we switch over to the relaxing side of things, which is our sanctuary spa. If you're not familiar, Coconut Bay does close for renovations most Septembers, almost every September. Last year we did close. This year we will close again. And one of the recent things that we did was we rebranded our spa after the last round of renovations to Sanctuary Spa. It really is a healing experience. 6 indoor treatment rooms, 3 oceanfront cabanas. And you want to recommend to your clients that they take a visit to the spa. We do have mommy and me therapies available. What I love about our spa is the unique treatments that our clients can get, like the coconut scrub, the chocolate scrub, which uses cocoa grown in our very own cocoa plantations in St. Lucia. We also have the calabash massage, which uses the calabash from the national tree of St. Lucia. We have aloe wraps using aloe grown in our very own aloe garden if they've had a little bit too much sun. So really great and unique organic healing therapies that are available in the spa. Switching gears now to Harmony, which is the adults only side of the resort. The Harmony side of the resort is really an indulgent experience. We have 2 adults only pools on that side of the resort. We have an adults only bar on that side of the resort. We've got sun tracker beds. We do have an adults only restaurant as well. Our Harmony wing, it is divided into 4 room categories. So garden view, ocean view, premium ocean view, and our junior suites. And you can add on concierge services to premium and junior suites. So if you've got clients that are looking for that just extra touch and extra level of service and attention, maybe they're celebrating a birthday or an anniversary or a destination wedding, you definitely want to recommend the concierge services as an upgrade. Now, we say premium all-inclusive at Coconut Bay because of our many amenities across the resort. We've got 9 dining options with 6 a la carte restaurants. We've got 7 bars serving premium and top shelf liquors. There is no upcharge for top shelf liquors. Our restaurants are spread out throughout the resort. Calabash is our main Caribbean fusion restaurant. Here you see our Jerk Treehouse on the left and our main restaurant, Coconut Walk, on the right. Now, Coconut Walk is open for breakfast, lunch, and dinner daily, and the menu does change every 14 days. So there's different themes. There's a Mexican night, there's a seafood night, there's an Asian night, and it does have live action cooking stations. So you can have made to order omelets, made to order French toast in the morning, and made to order pasta and stir fry in the evening. Our Jerk Treehouse is one of the most popular. It's come as you are for the jerk pork and the jerk chicken. Our bars are situated throughout the resort. The bar on the left is our swim up bar. You can see that that bar is 2-sided, and the surfboards that are there that's our cocktail menu. The surfboards, you can see one surfboard far left and one surfboard on the right. That's the adult cocktail menu and the kiddie mocktail menu. So kids can swim up and order their own drinks, and that makes them feel important, which is really special. On the right is our Peter John's Sugarcane Caribbean Rum Bar. This bar just got an upgrade very recently, and we do rum tasting every week as an activity. And in October, we do what we call Rum and Rhythms Month, which is really fun. There's lots of rum tasting going on. This is our lobby bar. And you do want to let your clients know that we have nightly entertainment and themed dinners out on the pool deck. One of our themed dinners is Caribbean night. The other one is country and Western night. During Caribbean night, we will have the fire breathers and the stilt walkers and the steel drum band. And during country and Western night, we do line dancing. There's a really great band, and it's very, very popular. So for unique selling features, as far as Coconut Bay goes, again, we are ideal for multi-gen family groups, for destination wedding groups. We have got endless resort amenities on our 85 acres and 1 mile of beach. Again, tennis courts, basketball courts, beach volleyball, pool volleyball, and lots of other daily activities and nightly entertainment. There is a free cocoa pack for each child registered in our kids club. We do have turtle watching and turtle nesting on our beach annually. There is a season for that. Kite surfing as well, there is a season for that. And we serve fresh coconut water every day, as we are an 85-acre coconut plantation. This layout gives you the idea of how our resort is situated. You can see here, Coconut Bay is oceanfront. For those of you that sell Serenity, Serenity is ideal for your honeymoon and anniversary couples. That is 5-star luxury. When you come in that short drive from the airport, you go to the left to Serenity, you go to the right to Coconut Bay. Another idea of what that 1 week stay in exotic Spain will look like. So we do have enough to keep everyone busy during their 1 week to their 2 week stay, but we highly recommend that our guests go off property all of the tours that are on island now, just as all of the hotels on island had to be COVID certified. And so they do have very specific operational procedures in regards to cleaning and sanitizing guidelines. And you just want to recommend and let your clients know that although we are a beachfront property, again, with lots to do and see to entertain on resort, there are so many things to see off property. So the catamaran sail where you can see the pitons is definitely one of the highlights. The Diamond Botanical Gardens is stunning with the waterfall and, just the beautiful flora and fauna. Of course, our mud baths and sulfur springs. St. Lucia has the world's only drive-in volcano. There is a reason for that with lots of descriptions, but that's a really fun activity. The kids really do love the fact that they can get their hands into the mud and smother it all over themselves and then wash it off when they're done. And of course, mom loves it because her skin feels like $1 million when she's done. There are multiple waterfalls on islands. Some you get into, some you cannot get into, but this one, which is Terrail Waterfall on the left, is fabulous. And here is just another photo of the volcano and how you can see it. Now, getting to the important part for you guys is how do we reward agents? So all year long, we have different promotions that we are rolling out. I do want those of you that are in Canada and the UK to be looking out. We are about to roll out new specials with kids free in Canada and the UK. So please be mindful of that with different tour operators. And also we do include complimentary airport transfers. Now your incentives from us, you can earn up to $100 reward or up to £80 reward per 7-night booking. All you have to do is register your bookings at the websites that you see here. Plus you earn 1 free night for every 7-night booking. And also, if any of you book direct, you will earn up to 15% commission. Now that up to $100 reward is by room category. It varies by room category. And then of course, you know how those are paid out through the rewards program. You want to be mindful that for St. Lucia, whether you're in the States or in Canada or in the UK, our flights do change by season. So there is multiple nonstop flights from the States. You've got nonstops from Miami, Atlanta, JFK, and Charlotte on different airlines. In the winter, United also flies from Chicago and Newark nonstop. From Canada, you have nonstops on WestJet, Air Canada, and Sunwing only flies in the winter, but we are really excited to announce from Canada, Air Canada has added an extra flight this summer, so they will be flying 3 flights a week, which is why we've got new specials coming your way to our friends from Canada, so be on the lookout for that. And then, of course, from the UK, we have flights on British Airways and Virgin. Virgin flies in the winter months, so you want to be mindful of that and look out for those as well. And this is where we are about to wrap up. Here is our contact information for our sales team, our North American reservations office. You can see the contact here. Our UK office with Megan is group promotions. You can see the contact there. And in Canada, your BDM is Suzanne. Suzanne's enjoying a nice little vacation right now, but that's her contact information as well. And I just want to take the time to thank you so much for joining us today. I know we've got agents from all over the US, Canada, and UK, and we are very honored to share our 2 beautiful resorts and our piece of paradise with you. And thanks so much for your time and attention. We look forward to seeing you soon in St. Lucia in our piece of paradise.
Thank you very much, Natalia. We all love this map just to see exactly where we are in the resort. So we do have a couple of questions that have come in.
Do you want me to stop share?
You're okay for a moment.
Okay.
Jade, Becky has asked, what is the cost of babysitting at Hilton La Romana?
I don't know off the top of my head, but I will include it in the follow-up.
Okay, super. We have people requesting the videos. Would you both be able to send some links when you do your follow-ups with the videos?
Absolutely.
They are super
And
ones.
all the videos that I used are on Coconut Bay's YouTube channel as well.
Super, thank you very much. Jade, Alison's asked, will they be fixing the beach that is washed away at Hilton Playa del Carmen?
It hasn't washed away. That might have been quite some time ago. Our property across the road has a smaller beach, the Wyndham Playa del Carmen. So I'm not sure if there's confusion, but the beach is absolutely fine at Hilton Playa del Carmen.
Super, thank you very much. Jade, Sarah's asked, with Laramana adult only, would you say the resort is lively? I've got a couple looking to go away, and everything else I know there would be perfect for them. They told me that the last trip they took, I did not book it. The resort was beautiful, but they felt like they were in a nursing home. They were mid-50s and want dancing, bars open late, nightlife shows, etc.
So of course it depends on the season. If there's a lower occupancy, the entertainment is going to be a little bit, you know, more laid back. That's typical in any of the all-inclusives. But as a general resort, I think it isn't the most lively in the collection, no, just to be completely honest. I think the sun sets super early in the Dominican Republic. It gets dark really, really early as well. So that means that people tend to go for their dinner a lot earlier than they would in a different destination. So the evenings tend to be a bit shorter. So I wouldn't say that will probably suit them if they're looking for a lively resort.
Probably more in at the Hilton.
Yeah, the Hilton Playa del Carmen would be perfect. Yeah. It would be very perfect for that, yeah, because it's lively and sophisticated. It's just a great combination.
Brilliant. Okay, we've got a few questions now, and I'm not sure who they're for. Joy's asked, with groups, if we had to request extra nights or extra rooms, are we guaranteed the group contract rate? Natalia, I'm sure this is for you.
Well, we have a specific person that deals with groups in our office, and they will handle any additional rooms, you know, and what those requests are. As long as it's over 5 rooms, they can add to it after the contract is signed, but they cannot subtract from it. Okay, super. Another question, I'm not sure.
Sarah, just in case anyone was curious for Playa, but our group policy is that it's a 37 room minimum requirement for groups. So very different, and we have a process as well. But if anybody wants to reach out to me for anything like that, and I can pass it into the right direction, but for us it's 37 rooms minimum, and the group contract would be honoured and guaranteed.
Super. Lanice has asked, do you offer special rates for solos? I don't know which hotel this is aimed at, so I think it could be Natalia, because it was during your presentation. Natalia, do you have anything special for solo?
Yes, so all of our rates are based on double occupancy. However, there is single occupancy rates as well.
Okay, super.
And in regards to agent rates are available at Coconut Bay. They are not available for Serenity, and they are available seasonally. So they're by request.
Super. We have got a question about that agent tour fam trips available. So this is for Natalia. Do you have any fam trips that you run?
We generally do fam trips from the US, Canada, and the UK in the fall. We work very closely with St. Lucia Tourism Authority on those fam trips. So if you are not a St. Lucia specialist, I highly recommend that you do that, or a St. Lucia expert, because those agents that are invited, we either invite from our rewards program or we invite from the St. Lucia specialist program. But those are generally in the fall months. From the UK, you would be hearing from Megan about that. From Canada, you would be hearing from Suzanne about that. We have not yet decided when our FAMs will be in the fall, but they usually are in the fall, in the October and November period, right around the time of Rum and Rhythms, right, Megan?
Yeah. It's a nice little treat before the winter sets in the UK. I look forward to it.
I love it. It's the same for the guys in Canada as well. It'll be good for them for the weather change and to get a little bit of a suntan before.
Yeah,
Christmas.
Fall is low season, so the FAMs are always in the fall.
Super, thank you very much. Jade, Celine's asked, is the Romana Resort taking care of seaweed?
Yeah, the seaweed actually isn't that bad in La Romana. It is taken care of when it is there. There are staff out there every day, but actually it's one of the better places for seaweed, to be honest. It isn't bad there.
It's protected by the bay. Yeah. It blocks it from coming in. I used to work for Dreams. You stole our hotel, Jade. But yeah, it's really easy for seaweed, isn't it, Jade? It's quite
Yeah.
quiet, and
Yeah.
it's the one place you get to see the sunset in the Dominican Republic because of its location.
Super. Celine's asked as well, this Natalia, I think this is for you. Will you have any promos if I book direct for one couple from now until December 23 from Montreal? So for example, do you do anything like the pay 5 and stay 6 nights, or any discounts?
There are some promos coming for Canada literally within the next 30 days. So you want to be on the lookout for that. And if you book direct, you get commission plus rewards. If you book through any of the preferred tour operators, you get just the rewards. If you book direct, you get commission plus rewards, which is really nice. And I did fail to mention that Coconut Bay and Serenity are with all major US, Canada, and UK tour operators.
Super amazing. Thank you very much. The end of the grilling is now. So you are good. So now if everybody can go to chat and make sure your drop down says everyone, we're going to get to the part of the day where we quiz you. So I'm going to ask Jade to ask her first question first. I cannot speak today. I don't know what's the matter with me. Jade, if you can ask in chat, and then everybody can type their answers into chat. Fastest finger with a correct answer gets 10 entries. So Jade, over to you.
Okay, thank you. So the question is, what is the surcharge at Hilton Rose Hall to dine at the Three Palms restaurant?
You've not even finished.
Super fast.
Okay, so lots of people are saying $10. Is that the correct answer?
Is the correct answer, yes.
Super. Neil was the fastest. You're right, Neil.
We're all paying attention. Well done.
Yeah, super amazing. And Natalia, your question, please.
Megan's got the question for us today.
Ah.
Oh no. Okay. What are the names of the 2 mascots at Coco Land?
Wow, Jessica typed really fast there. Yes, Coco and Loco are our resort mascots, and they are a joy to our young guests with their daily appearances. So thank you.
Okay, super. So Coco and Loco, and it's Jessica. I don't think Megan, I don't even think you'd started asking the question.
No.
Have you been given hints during the chat?
I've been answering as many questions as I could while Natalia was presenting, so we didn't get a backlog. But no, Coco and Loco did not come up.
Okay, super amazing.
Jessica,
well,
you type super fast.
Yeah, very, very good. Thank you, everybody. Natalia, Megan, Jade, thank you for your time today. Thanks for the great presentations. Thank you to everybody. We've had a lot of you on today. It's much appreciated. We love you being here, and keep logging your bookings, keep booking. If you need any help, the girls are very, very happy to help you. Anything that they can do, let them know. I'll send a follow-up with all of the recording and the contact details for Natalia, Megan and Jade. So do reach out to them, use them, abuse them. They're here for you to get lots of bookings.
Yes, and be on the lookout for those of you in Canada and the UK. You've got free kids promos coming your way.
And don't forget to look out for Jade's email that's coming out tomorrow.
Exciting news tomorrow. But thank you so much for your time today. We appreciate you coming on to listen. Thank you.
Thanks a lot, everybody. See you all next week.
Thank you, everyone. Have a great day.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye-bye.